A new phase joins Unfair Stunt Evolution, which is a regular occurrence, and no one thinks much of it. But this event will cause a chain reaction that will plague the stunting world for a while. Now, I think we all agree that cheating or modding in a way where it doesn't affect people around you, and you're honest about what you're doing behind the scenes of a video or just some type of a gameplay, many people would simply understand you and see your point of view and wouldn't mind it either. But it's a different matter when you're mischievous and try to hide it, or gain some type of advantage over people who don't use these types of files or mods that you do. For example, we all would hate if someone would release a stunt video or land a stunt and we all thought it was nice and very hard, but later you find out that they were hiding some type of cheats like anti-fall or faster vehicle speed to land it faster. The people who stunt without mods would obviously be disappointed because it's unfair to them. Now, let's go back to the topic firsthand. When this individual joins Unfair Stunt Evolution, nothing big happened, but a lot of people noticed one thing that really stood out. Now, to bring you to speed, Unfair Stunt Evolution has a minigame where you can type /SLOWR or Stunt War, and you get teleported to a server-generated stunt, and there is either easy, green, or medium, yellow, or red, which is the hardest difficulty stunts. There is a time limit, an arrow where to jump or bump, or a checkpoint in which you need to stand for 5 seconds to obtain the stunt. In 2021, this minigame was huge and pretty much every regular player used to play it. The key detail that made that person very suspicious was he wasn't landing any huge or big stunts in a short period of time like many other people obviously. But every time a hard stunt would come up and people would leave after getting bored or annoyed, this individual would always land it every time they were alone in the minigame. What gave it away in the end was a specific stunt in San Fierro, which I will call TAS stunt. The TAS stunt can be landed in 3 ways. A rad to a landing on this small path, into a bump from the flower bed and to the roof, or another way, which is a rad drop to reduce the height into a curb bump into a second bump from the flower bed and straight to the roof. But this way is difficult in San Andreas multiplayer because the physics differ from GTA San Andreas single player, so there is a third way, which is a bump to the smaller house and a second bump from the house straight to the roof. Now, the third way is the exact way from the Unfair Stunt Evolution's Stunt War minigame. When everybody left, the person landed it pretty quick and had an overreactive message in the chat. Finally, on April 20th, 2021, a stunt war came up called Energy Island. The stunt was a long rad run-up to a rad bump to this island from Ryder's mission. We all agreed to leave the minigame and spectate the individual, and what we saw was how they proceeded to go AFK and just teleport to a different location twice, which meant that they were using a mod called Teleport Marker, which lets you mark an area on the game's map in the menu and press a button combination to teleport there. This video alone was enough proof to get him banned. This led the person to move to GTA Stunting community instead of SAMP. Single player stunting is even easier to mod in, because no one can see what you're doing behind the scenes. But the community of single player stunting are even better at detecting and spotting cheaters. Now, if you get caught in GTA Stunting that you were hiding mods, a lot of people will avoid you. Many will not accept you in collaboration or community videos because they risk of accepting someone who might cheat or their stunts might destroy the video's reputation. The person did a horrible job at hiding their mods and was called out pretty much instantly. They released a few modded videos that were super obvious and didn't need any explaining, but it's pretty known that this person used gravity, no slow road, which removes all San Andreas slow roads. Slow roads are a weird thing in GTA San Andreas and SAMP. These specific roads reduce your car's acceleration and top speed, which means you cannot reach the max speed with your car. But with the patch, these roads are fixed, which is not a nice thing to use unless you're honest about it and you're just having fun. They also used speed hacks or some sort of handling changer. They also had joined multiple collabs, which were kicked out quite a few of them. The main ones that I remember clearly are Los Santos Packer bump to a back bump from this wall onto this black building, which was not accepted into the collab. Another one would be TDRVC collab, and they did not get accepted because their rad looked super weird. Another one would be Las Venturas Inferno's Packer bump into a draw bump to the Clown's Pocket Casino, which was not accepted either. They also went to Vice City Stunting too, but it's pretty obvious that they cannot be trusted. Now, you might be thinking, why am I talking about these random cheaters? Well, my main reason was to entertain you, and the second reason was to give you a background of what I'm about to say. I feel like GTA Stunting is such a niche community, but I find few problems with it. Now, you might not agree, but I think that many stunters are usually divided into small friend circles and just stunting teams. Imagine if stunters could hop on voice calls and share with each other what they're trying to do or working on. I feel like many stunters spend a lot of time on their spots, and this might motivate them even more. For example, I started streaming on Twitch and it actually helps me a lot to focus and motivate me on my spots. I know it's not an exact comparison, but it's close enough. I know that one of the reasons stunters don't want to share their spots or ideas is because they want to keep it a secret, as a nice surprise because it might ruin the initial reaction of their video once they finally land it. But I think the other reason is they might feel more pressured into landing it. If they won't try enough, they might feel like somebody's gonna come around and just take their spot. Not to mention the history of modders who ruined a lot of actual possible spots. Cheaters and modders set bad impressions and make everything worse for themselves and people around them. The person that I described in this video doesn't stunt anymore, and I can name quite a few who did the exact same thing. I won't drag this video for too long, but I don't want to leave on a sad note. So, with that being said, I'd like to mention that most stunters are very nice and welcoming. If you ever feel like stunting, please visit the website GTASTUNTING.net, or you can simply join GTA Stunting Discord, which I will leave in the description. There are tutorials and people are willing to help you on any game you'd like to stunt, like Vice City, San Andreas, SAMP, GTA 4, GTA 5, and even GTA 3. I hope this community will stay alive for years to come, both in SAMP and single player. It's me, Compot, and have a good night.
Hey mommy, where is my shoes? Hey mommy, where is my dream? Hey mommy, where is myself? Hey yeah. Hey mommy, where is my shoes? Hey mommy, where is my dream? Hey mommy, where is